Hi everyone, my name is Sujatha and I want to ask you, are you cooking mindfully or are you cooking mindlessly? And you might be even thinking, what does this mean and why does it matter? I recently wrote an article in the June 2023 edition for the Yoga magazine. It's an important article where I go into depth. If you haven't picked up your copy, please do pick it up. But today, let me just talk a little bit about cooking mindfully and why it's something we've got to begin doing more of rather than cooking mindlessly. So when we cook, we usually are just doing it on autopilot. We're not even thinking about what we're doing. We're just thinking, I need to prepare a meal for myself or my family, and I'm just going to begin. Whether it's washing the vegetables or cutting the vegetables or making a salad or a curry or a soup, we're just doing it without really thinking about what we're doing while we're doing it. And it becomes something we do day in, day out. Now, we're busy, I get it. We can't always stop and just spend hours cooking. However, just by taking a few moments and connecting with the process, being present, being conscious, being aware while you're preparing your meal, you're actually really connecting and understanding where the food is coming from, the quality of the food. You even begin to think about the quantity of the food you're having. And when we begin to cook mindfully, it leads us then on to actually eating mindfully. And eating mindfully and it's going to help you with weight loss. It's going to help you with increasing your energy. It's going to help you with your sugar cravings. But we've got to take it a step back to either cooking mindfully and even shopping mindfully. But today we'll talk about cooking mindfully. So when we cook mindfully, we're aware of the senses as we are preparing the foods. And we notice the changes that come while we're preparing the foods as well. We use the different senses that, we have. We can be using the sense of sight. What does the food look like? So if I looked at an orange, what's the shape of the orange? What's the color of the orange? Are there any marks on the orange? If I was to smell it, right? What do I smell? Is it citrusy? Is it sweet smell? If I want to connect with my sense of hearing, as I cut the orange, what do I hear as it's cutting through, when it's cutting into the chopping board as well? What do I hear while I'm chewing into the orange? So just using your senses, of sight, of smell, of hearing, of touching. When you're touching it, is it smooth? Is it rough? While you're tasting it, what does it taste like, right? Is it sweet? Is it a little bit sour? So think of what you're doing while you're cooking it. And while you're cooking it, as I mentioned earlier, it changes. If I cut apples to make an apple crumble, the color is very different to when it's been cooked, right? The smells change, it becomes sweeter as I'm cooking it. So looking at it when we combine different ingredients as well, being really present while we are doing each task in the kitchen. It doesn't need hours, it just means we become present with what we are doing while we are doing it. These simple things will allow you to slow down in these busy, fast-paced lives that we're leading and just connect with yourself, with what you're doing, with what you're eating. Giving gratitude also to the food that you're about to eat. Are you thinking about the journey that this food has made? Has it come from a farm? Has it been through a supermarket? Giving gratitude to nature, to the sun, to the rain, to the soil. Giving gratitude to the people who worked at the farm, to people who work in the supermarket. Being grateful for the ability to have, the meal you're about to have or the snack that you're about to have. So cooking mindfully really slows us down. It brings us into the present moment and it makes us appreciate the process of cooking rather than thinking of it just as a chore, something I've just got to get done with, enjoying it. If we enjoy what we cook, we're going to also enjoy what we're eating. So just take a few moments now and do begin to cook mindfully. I would highly recommend picking up the article from the Yoga magazine. And if you have any questions on improving your health, reach out and I'll be happy to speak to you as I offer a free discovery call. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.